So recently, some of the dumbest drama ever has taken place on the godforsaken platform named Twitter once again, with some tweets on me going semi-viral, getting tens of thousands of likes, prompting many people in these replies to then start lying about me, making serious false claims against me, and started dragging my name in the dirt for the millionth time with no basis behind it whatsoever. So if you guys are sick and tired as I am of the constant harassment and lies stemming from children on Twitter, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So before people ask why I'm making this video, I'm making it to address the monolithic amount of misinformation and hate being spread against me. If I just decided to ignore it, people would take it as a form of guilt and will just continue to allow these lies to spread unprompted. Now, recent hate waves towards me have been started by a user having made a tweet about a video I made over 9 months ago, using a screenshot of the video where it said it was made only 30 minutes ago to make it seem as if I've just uploaded it. This tweet then blew up, prompting extremely malicious people on Twitter to start cheering that I'm finally being successfully slandered and that I'm finally being hated on as well, which is both extremely immature and pathetic. The fact that there is still mob mentality like this on Twitter, where users will just cheer at any example of hate or misinformation being spread against me, is borderline sociopathic. There were even people making comments in reference to how they wished me and other Roblox YouTubers to simply just... And you have to take into consideration as well that in this certain instance, I did literally nothing wrong. This was a tweet made in reference to a video I made over 9 months ago, close to 10 months, and the messaging and reasoning for why I made this video has been completely twisted. It was in good faith, but of course people on Twitter have to make me seem to be some kind of villain. I mean, users have taken the opportunity to claim that I'm a narcissistic, homophobic Trump supporter, or even that I'm an ableist who self-diagnosed themselves with autism, or that I was some sort of conservative supporter, with no evidence behind these claims whatsoever, but people of course believing them. First, I'd like to clarify that one look at my Wikitubia page and you'd know that I'm certainly not homophobic in the slightest, because I'm quite literally pan. 2, I am not self-diagnosed autistic, as I was diagnosed at the age of 8 with Asperger's syndrome. 3, I do not support Trump and I am not aligned with his political values whatsoever, and my friends in real life and online especially know this as of currently. The people who made these claims don't even do the surface level bare bones research, because in this video I'm referencing, I make this point crystal clear. Roll the clip. Now, to prevent Twitter from twisting the messaging of this video maliciously, this video is not monetized, and I'm not here to push forward any political agenda either. I'm just here to offer criticisms for the way some users in the Roblox community have openly used their platform to poke fun at the situation, in which has resulted in numerous innocent individuals being and injured. This situation is public knowledge too, so I have every right to offer my opinion regarding it. And no, this isn't me milking a subject, because how is making one video considered milking at all? 4, people on Twitter were even trying to claim that my fanbase were defending Trump in a reference to when a very popular comment in my replies stated that an innocent man. Now, when people were referring to this innocent man who... it was not in reference to Trump, because Trump is still alive, as we all know. And this main video really wasn't in reference to Trump either. Sure, I could have worded and changed my thumbnail better. That's criticizable and I understand that. But the main point of the video was to illustrate the gravity of the situation, because an innocent man had been hit by a stray and that day. He was a father and a firefighter. In the video, I had criticized a Roblox animation YouTuber named the Taco Man who was insensitive towards this situation. I stated how I don't know what's funny about a mass shooting event where one person is literally and 3 others including Trump are injured. And the Taco Man replies very maturely like a preschool child, stating, "Oh my god bro, wow wow wow, shut the up." And I'm aware as of recently he has apologized, taken accountability, and moved on from the incident, and I commend him for that, and I also respect that. But I don't understand why Twitter, however, brought this all back up months and months and months later, and then used this situation to openly lie about me for the millionth time. Sure, the thumbnail is funny and goofy, I don't deny that, and I really don't care if people make jokes about it, because I actively play into those jokes as well. But using this as some stepping off point to create lies about me, I will not let that slide, because misinformation that doesn't get addressed will take a form of its own, and people will take it as truth if you don't combat it. Now, the next situation to address is the Israel-Palestine video I'd made over a year and a half ago, and still to this day, people use this video against me, and the latest example was a tweet someone made literally only a day ago where they had cut the upload date off to make it seem as if this was uploaded recently, despite that not being the case. I'd like to clarify that this video isn't even monetized. I have no ads on the video currently, and for the short time period that I did, it earned $105, to which all that money was given to St. Jude's charity, and on top of that, another $40 was given to a pro-Palestinian charity. People have used this video to slander me as some sort of despite the fact that I'm the furthest thing from that. I'm empathetic towards Palestine, and furthermore, people have completely misinterpreted the original messaging of this video. Now, before I go over the original messaging, I do like to clarify that the stupid sound effects used in the video was of course criticizable. The Minecraft button clicking sound effects and the other stuff like that, those were objectively bad, and I've taken that to heart and I've not redone that again. Now, in this video, I took a very neutral stance, and don't get me wrong, the thumbnail and title as well are pretty stupid, I don't disagree, but the messaging of the video was important, and it's very clear that no one actually bothered taking that into account. In the video, I criticized Roblox Twitter influencers such as Eprox, who were mocking innocent civilians who were I personally had a problem with that, and the person was treating the statistics as some kind of scoreboard in a football match. My other point I made was that there were numerous games on the Roblox platform based on this real-life conflict. These games specifically violated Roblox's terms of service and were very disrespectful, so I wanted Roblox to crack down on them and ban these games off their platform, hence why the title stated, "Stop this Roblox," in reference to Roblox stopping these games from being made. However, I do understand where it can get lost into translation, and I do understand how people could assume I meant that Roblox themselves would stop the war, which is not the point I was making, let's be realistic here. Me making these terrible thumbnails does open the door to me being made fun of, being criticized, and all that stuff, and I get that, I really don't mind that, but it does not give the right for borderline sociopathic people on Twitter to parade around the place that I'm finally being hated on and attacked. You making jokes about that, or being joyous about that, makes you look bad yourself. Let's be mature here, let's be level-headed here, and let's take into account that some people really need to watch out on what they say online. I know this is something that's been said many times, but if these people, the people jumping up in joy over ruthless harassment based in no fact and provided with no evidence, if these people were in my position being attacked over misunderstandings and lies, they'd hate it, because it's very stressful to deal with, but somehow, because it's against the cringe slop Roblox YouTuber, it's perfectly fine with them. I really wouldn't have needed to make this video if there were much more level-headed people on Twitter who were able to combat these lies and who didn't believe random without actually fact-checking, but alas, this is what, my 5th response video, and somehow people have still not learned. But anyway, for clarification as this video ends, this video is not intended for hate, harassment, or cyberbullying whatsoever. This video is instead intended for educational and informative purposes only, going over the entire situation as a whole in a documentary-style context and also to defend myself from all the lies. I'd also like to clarify that this video is intended for more mature audiences as well, as more mature themes are actively being discussed, so viewer discretion is of course advised. All necessary content has been sufficiently blurred, and this video complies with all of YouTube's community guidelines, and with that all being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and comment your opinions down below about this situation, and make sure to join my Discord server to contact me if you want, and if you want to get caught up on any new updates. My Discord is discord.gg/Parlo, and also maybe check out my Twitter as well. And with that all being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.